Okay, so I'm letting some of my shadows get to me a little bit, which is normal, you know. So I had some unpleasant news yesterday, and it's just making me question, you know, like if I'm on the right path and if I'm doing the right thing. So I've already shuffled out some tarot cards. I'm just going to do a little reading here. And it's more like the more shadowy cards. So we're just going to see what comes up, okay? Let's see. What message do you want to tell me? Yeah. Oops. And what I'm going to do is just lay out the cards and just pull from the top. These ones will just keep wanting to fly, these Halloween cards. Ooh. Okay. All right. I'm going to go ahead and shuffle these ones. I'm going to see what we get. You know, because we have to balance that dark and light. We all have it within us. It's part of us. And we can't run away or deny it. So let's just see what comes up. And one more here. Some of these decks are fairly new. So some I'm going to use intuition, and some I'm just going to read the book itself, the meaning of the author. Let's just come out and see what we have here, okay? And then the last ones, I'm just going to do these little crystal wisdoms for the last little message at the end. Yeah, I don't know if it's the energy, you know, that high of the Lionsgate before. You know, like I said, we all balance dark and light out. So, and I had some sad news yesterday, so I'm just feeling like, you know, time's slipping away. Things need to be faster. Am I doing things right? Stuff like that. You know, that's Swords energy. So I got those. Okay. So let's go ahead and pull that first card, the Tarot. Ooh, the Nine of Swords. Yikes. Okay, so Nine of Swords is, you know, letting my worries, or this is for you guys too. It's a general read. So letting worries and the negative aspects get to you, you know. You're not looking at the bigger picture because you're all in your mind worrying, thinking about the negative things going on, and thoughts. They're all about your thoughts, like keeping you in that shadowy negative. So yeah, that makes sense. So let's see what else. Eternal love. Love is love, and it transcends physical death. That is so weird because I just heard about a death yesterday. Okay, so let's see the meaning in this book, the eternal love. When the body leaves us and our souls are above, our possessions no longer, nothing remains but the intertwining of love. All of us are the product of millennia of love. Our parents, our ancestors, and blood and ritual of all have in some way created the DNA that weaves throughout our bodies. Love is, in fact, powers life and death. When most of us encounter death in our lives, we experience grieving too, and in some ways that feeling could be described as the absence of love and the absence of that person of being. But that kind of love is often shared between family members, friends, and lovers, separated only by physical death, is the kind that poets wax lyrical about. What is truly eternal and transcends death. Should you choose this card, you are being reminded that love is the most powerful force in the universe. It is more powerful than death itself. Love lingers. It leads us to our legacy, and we should be aware of this every day that we live. For those that are ready for and desiring of a partner, it also indicates that a significant love is close at hand, and be ready to open up to this new experience. Okay, so yeah, it's true. Love is stronger than death. So, yeah, so these worries and negative, you know, like I said, I'm worrying like time's slipping away because of a death in my family. So, you know. All right, let's see this next card. Loyalty. Stevie Ray. Loyalty. Yeah, so we have to stay loyal. Let me find these ones, these cards here. Loyalty. What number card is that? 33? 33. Oh yeah, by the way, these are the, what cards are these? These are the Wisdom of the House of Nine cards. You have chosen the symbol of loyalty, and this means you are being called to stand up for what you believe in. Do you know the story of beautiful red vampire who saw the good in another, remained steadfast in love against all odds? Loyalty is tested at times, and you may be asked to assess whether others deserve your loyalty. Sometimes you find yourself in a position where it is difficult to speak up for another person, a cause, or even yourself. Now is the time to be faithful to your best qualities and to leave the rest behind. This is a true test of character. I know you will choose rightly, stand up for what you believe, and be loyal only to what is true and good. Okay, so we're putting all this message together here, but I got another card to get. Here's the next one. Blinded to pain. Look at her. She's sitting there all blinded. She's got those, whatever this is, on her. Let's see what this one is. These are the dark mirror cards. Blinded to pain. Blinded to pain. This one's a little trickier to find. Blinded to pain. Okay, it's number 13. Number 13. Okay. It says the moon phase is the waning crescent, stage is denial. I can shoulder it, and it's not a big deal, isn't it? Visual seed. We close our eyes to our wounds. We think we can endure it. It doesn't hurt. It doesn't hurt. We say to ourselves. Like men, because it's mainly to endure and be strong. Like women, because to feminine and endure to be strong. Like humans, because the care and gentleness we feel is precious to others, and we don't want to actually claim it for ourselves. After all, we can do it, but it actually hurts. It's painful. Tears are better than feeding vials with our own blood. We can scream and say no, or endure nevertheless, but remembering that we are just humans, neither heroes nor saints. Yeah, so this here is like denying that pain. You know, saying, oh, I can tolerate it. You know, not really feeling the feelings. So it's interesting that we have the Nine of Swords, which is, you know, living in that negative, dark, shadowy thoughts in our head. And then an eternal love is like, love is more strong than, you know, death or anything. Everything. Love is the most strong emotion or feeling. And then we have the loyalty, being loyal to others and ourselves. And blinded to pain, trying to bury that down. So maybe that's creating this negative thoughts. Let's get a crystal card. Dioptas, love. I am love and love is me. Oh my goodness, more love. Yeah. So, thinking with this stuff here, we have to remember what's most important, which is love. You know? And if there's something that's hurt us, we can't keep burying it away. We got to heal that. You know, we have to stay loyal to ourselves. So whatever hurt us, we have to remain loyal. You know, do what's right. And remember that we are love. Okay, so let's get our next card. The Ace of Cups. Yeah, this is emotional fulfillment. Being emotionally fulfilled. So, let's get these cards up there. So I have room. So emotional fulfillment, that's a good one. That's a turn for that from that Nine of Swords, definitely. And then we have trick or treat, mischief and play. All right. This time I'm going to go ahead and pull all the cards and then we'll read them. Belonging, House of Night. That kind of looks like Halloween-y too. Look at that. Black Flower Fragrance. And the crystal card. Bond Stones, Balance. I am balanced, whole, and complete. Okay, so the Ace of Cups, we already know, is all about emotional fulfillment. So we have emotional fulfillment here. All right, let's go ahead and get this trick or treat card. Oh, I don't know if it's going to sit up. Trick or treat card. Okay, let's get the trick or treat card and see what this means. Mischief and play. Stalking and stomping, eyes shining and begging baskets, faces and bodies that are no longer ours, laughing skeletons and candy caskets. Trick-or-treating is such a fun thing to do, is it not? Yet, why do we trick or treat? Ancient peoples understand that there were both mischievous and perhaps nasty spirits wandering around at nightfall at Halloween, as well as happier, more benevolent spirits. They thought that if they dressed as spirits themselves or other frightening creatures, then they would not be recognized as human and attacked. The idea of causing a little chaos as one of these spirits was part of the imitation and the enjoyment of the night. The practice in medieval Britain was amply called souling. Today, trick-or-treating is a huge event. We spend much time, money, and effort dressing up as scariest creatures, and this has been extended to dressing up as our favorite celebrities and other pop culture ideas. Instead of traditional candy apples and barnback, we give our mind-boggling variety of candy. It matters not. The idea of frightening away death and darkness still stands. I believe that the modern trick-or-treating also unites communities by introducing our families and friends to those around us in a non-threatening and joyful way. Many of us do not know our neighbors, even though they live right next door, and Halloween gives us an excuse not to be so reserved and extend our boundaries. Should you receive this trick-or-treat card in the divination, it may well be a time to examine the role and mischief in your own life. You may have to be a child to let go and have some playtime, and you can extend the fun to others. Sometimes we are afraid to make mistakes, and play is one way to alleviate the pressure, and we sometimes place ourselves to get everything perfect every time. Alternatively, this is worth knowing that there is a balance between manipulation and mischief. The former is not pleasant, and the other has, at its core, a sense of irreverent fun. Okay, so I'm kind of taking this as like, we have to have fun. You just got to be careful that you're not manipulating. A little mischief is good, but don't manipulate. To get out and to get to know like your community for this self-fulfillment of love. And it's funny that we have get out and play, because that card I pulled yesterday when I was cooking out from Spirit was have fun. So, maybe it relates to this stuff too. Like, we're all stuck in this negative, and we need to, lighten up a little. All work and no play, like I said. Sometimes we're working so hard to achieve our goals and to get what we want and to our mission that we forget to stop and have a little fun. And I know I have, for sure. This next card is Belonging, the House of the Night. So let's see what this Belonging, House of the Night is. What number is that? I'm sorry. 41. 41. Oops. 41. 41. Okay. My dear one, I know you have been searching your whole life for a sense of belonging, a feeling of home and acceptance. Yeah, that's so weird, because if you're a starseed or a light worker, sometimes you always have this feeling that you're not home, even though you're right in your home and you feel good and it's your home. I mean, I have that too. But sometimes you just feel like, you know, I don't belong here, or where am I supposed to be kind of feeling. Anyway, coming into the house of the night, for when you choose this symbol, you have joined us in the community of beauty, friendship, and secrets only shared and known among chosen ones. You are chosen to belong. This symbol also tells you that you're in the right place now. You are home. Be at home inside yourself. Learn to be comfortable in your own skin. When you choose this symbol, know that I, Nyx, goddess of night, have chosen you. Okay, so this is like being, feeling comfortable in your own skin, feeling at home within your authentic self, which is perfect for the Ace of Cups. Awesome. And then we have the Black Flower Fragrance, which is number 16. And this is in the Dark Mirror, the Dark Mirror deck, number 16. Okay, let me just get a drink of coffee real quick in my throat. Excuse me for that. Okay. Okay, moon phase is full, which was just sad. The stage is anger. The world is unfair. Fuck off, dear world. Fuck you. Whoa, that's what the deck says, huh? If we want to go dark, go black. Step back to the evening, but embrace the night. Love is not a white dove, nor it turns people into angels. Love can be ugly. Love can be cheap. Love can be rotten. But even ugly can have its right to exist. Even cheap love can raise to the sky. Even rotten love has the dignity of eternity. Even a black rose by other names should still smell sweet. Even if you are wrong, you still have the right to be angry. Even if you are not perfect, you have the right to be respected. Even if you are stupid, you have the right to be listened to. Even if you are lucky, you have the right to complain. Even if you are rich, you have the right to be sad. If you cannot shine because you are beautiful, then shine even if you are ugly. Shine because you are ugly, gorgeously ugly, ugly as love, worn out as an angel, cheap as a crown, unconquered in a fragrance in the night. So, this card is saying that whether you have shadows and lights, which we all do, you still are worthy. You're still worthy of love. Embrace yourself, all your faults and everything. You know, you're not going to be perfect. And do the same for others. No one's perfect. We're all at that whatever place or level we're at the time. So, you can still have unconditional love. And then we have this Bond Stones, which I already read. I am balanced, whole, and complete. So this is just saying, again, balance that shadow and light side. Don't be judgmental of other people, because they have a balance of, they have a shadow side. They're not perfect. So if you do that, if you feel like you belong, you accept that you're not perfect and you have shadows, you balance all that out, you have a little fun, you have that childlike innocence and have some fun, you'll get to this Ace of Cups. Emotional fulfillment, satisfaction. So that's the second one. I'm going to put these up here on top of the other ones. And we're going to get one more row. So, maybe two, maybe one. We'll see. Let's see what we got here. We have, the Knight of Swords. So this is like someone, knows what they want, their goals, they're rushing forward it. So, it also could be that maybe you're not seeing it clearly. Like you know what you want, but you're not looking, about what's surrounding you to get it. But mostly it's about rushing forward. You already know what you want and your goals, and you're rushing forward. And then we have the Skull of the Flowers, creating through the ashes. I'm going to just leave this one. No, I'll just do it like that last time. And then we have movement. And then we have, artificial heart. And ruby, it's time for me to shine. Okay. Skull of hearts. Skull of flowers, excuse me. Okay, let me see if I can get this set up here so you can see the skull of flowers. Skull of flowers, creating through the ashes. To blossom and bloom, the work must be done. Through fire and ashes, our fortune has come. Before flowers are born, they are sweet buds on a plant that come from a smaller form like a seed or a bulb. This seed needs prepared, nourished soil to grow to its potential. Some plants and trees only seed after fire or a period of extreme adversity like drought or flood. Sometimes we wish for a life different from the one we have, and that it can mean radical change. Sometimes to have that new life, everything falls apart to make it so, and that can be uncomfortable. We may lose our relationships, or they may change. We might lose a job, or even move house, or become ill. All big events that lead to a reassessment of how of our lives. The skull of flowers illustrates that there is a sureness and yet a rawness to creating again, to starting afresh. Sometimes the universe gives us a blank slate to work with, so we can build what we really want, rather than just settling for less. The skull of flowers celebrates not just a kind of phoenix energy, but an energy of success and full bloom through adversity. Yes. Know this too well. All right. So we might be like rushed to charge forward because we've had this ending some tower moment. Now we're like starting new, and we're in that in between, like, what do I do now? This happened. That was my life. Now it's like nothing. It's not like nothing like it was before. So I'm running forward, but I'm not completely sure what to do here. I have this blank slate to start over. And then we have movement. This is number 29, so let me find that card. Movement. It's kind of like, look at this. It's kind of like this card. It's a horse running. Okay, so let's get this movement card. I forgot to check the number out. 29. 29, okay. Movement. This is a time of change and movement, and a symbol for wonderful surprises. If you have been waiting for something, you will soon have clarity. You will get answers you thought would never come, and you will move closer to things that were out of reach before. Perhaps this card predicts a trip that you're always wanted to take. The symbol of movement can indicate both a sense of seeing and a real shift in the direction of your life. No matter what the symbol holds for your question, know that wonderful change is now possible. This is the time to make your move. Yeah, well, that just adds on to that King of Swords, Skull of Flowers energy. It's time to move forward. And then we have Artificial Heart, which is number 12. Artificial Heart. Put this here. Doesn't sit very good on these deck things, but I'm trying to get it to, so you can see the image there. The moon phase is the new moon, which we have coming up on the 18th in Leo. Stage is bargain. If you don't feel the warmth of the sun, will I blame the sun or myself? Building oneself to specifications, stealing oneself to adversity, dreaming of electric sheeps, going dark. Once upon a time, it was a time of flying monkeys. Someone journeyed to a place that wasn't Kansas in order to gain a heart. Oh, such a charming old-fashioned fairy tale. A new heart can be bought on the internet now and will be delivered in a couple of days with a brand new, shiny instruction manual. It works too. It gets the job done. It's not a job of feelings. It's scripted, like a job of numbers. Actually, it feels like a trade-off. We find refuge in the rational mind, which in turn gives us back the illusion of control. But we still feel. We still long to live through our emotions fully. We are truly like an artificial night that wants like an artificial night. Oh my goodness. Let me find my spot now. We are truly like the artificial night that wants to become a real person. Happiness is not in numbers, but it's not because numbers are bad. It's because there is nothing that alone can grant happiness and guarantee it. We trade in the natural world for artificial, and then we blame the choice as the reason why our sky has no color. What is not actually connected? What if it's not actually connected? What if it's just an excuse? What if even an artificial heart could beat and fall in love and drown in sorrow? So, yeah, this is kind of like they're saying, like the material, like we're always looking for, like I can best buy that. No, you have to feel things. You know, you have to be your authentic self. You have to feel your emotions. So, that's so interesting. Huh. So, let's see, let's put these together. So, this Knight of Swords, you went through this tower moment. Maybe you got hurt. Something happened that you went through this tower moment. This isn't a tower card, I know. So, you have this clean slate. So, now you're trying to rush forward to something you want. You're all up in your head. You know, you don't know which direction to go. You're kind of like, it's a blank slate. You're trying to figure it out. Like, where do I go? What's my next move? But you know you have to move. But with the swords, you're like more in your head and you're not feeling these emotions. So, you know, maybe you're just being mechanical. So, that makes all good sense. It's like tap into your emotions. And we've had two cards here. I mean, two songs referenced in these cards. Linger by the Cranberries and One by Three Dog Night. So you might want to check out those lyrics, just saying, because those came through strongly. So there might be lyrics in there that resonate with you or have a meaning or message. And Ruby, it's time for me to shine. Yeah, it's time for you to shine. But this is basically saying that you have a blank slate. You have a blank slate now. You've had that tower moment. It's time for you to start over. But you can't rush forward. It's time for you to shine, but you can't rush forward. You have to feel those feelings. You can't be all mechanical. You have to stay balanced and focused and feel those feelings. So, trying to decide if I want to do one more. Okay. I guess we will do one more, okay? This is getting lengthy, but we're going to go ahead and do one more. Okay, so we have the Three of Pentacles. Three of Pentacles is, you know, like, Three of Pentacles is your material and financial world. Like, you've been working on them. You're trying to get them all lined up. It can be, you know, working with others to achieve your goals. And then we have the Skull of Stars, which is infinite possibilities, because you have infinite possibilities ahead. Infinite possibilities. Sorry, one of the jets is flying over from the Air Force Base. It's a little loud. Wait a minute. Skull of Stars, that's what it is. Okay. I was looking for infinite possibilities. Okay, Skull of Stars. All right. Why think small when galaxies spin within? Realize that you are made of the stuff of stars and infinite possibilities begin. The skull brings us back to the fact that we are all made of the stuff of stars, yet many of us think so small. We are each born with a blank canvas. There's that blank canvas again. It's so funny how these are all linking together. It's like a one giant storyline. Hold on for a minute, people. Be right back. Okay. I just wanted to lock that door so my kids just wouldn't bust in and I have to start over. Okay. It's easy to think small in a world that is so busy, impersonal, and seemingly self-absorbed. We can at times feel lost and unclear about our directions and lose sight of our place in the cosmos. The skull stars remind us that we are only limited by our own imagination and boundaries. If we can dream it, it is possible. This card indicates that you need to think bigger and more broadly about your future and what you would like to achieve. Perhaps there are false beliefs, often old, that no longer serve you or for you to grow and change. Sometimes these beliefs may not even be yours. They may have been imparted to you by your parents or wider community, yet feel rather incongruent to you. You need to endeavor with all your heart and soul to live the life you want and honor your own wishes and truth. Oops, I'm sorry, that fell down. Yeah, so that makes sense with this 3 and the blank canvas. It's time to start living your life, your authentic self. You are the stuff of stars. Okay. And then we have summon. Summon, another 13 card. When you choose this card, it's a symbol of create a ritual and to connect with your spirituality. Get in touch with your own inner magic before you make a move forward. Okay, well that makes sense. Moving forward, we've got a lot of moving forward cards, and this is get in touch with your magic. How do you communicate with powers or with me, your goddess? Now is the time to pray, to meditate, to acknowledge that sacred in every experience. Don't take your next step lightly. You have the power to summon your spirit, summon your courage, and summon even me. You are inquiring about something important. Breathe and wait for a sign before you act. Choose another card if you need more understanding of my wisdom for you. So, yes, sit with your intuition, figure out where your next, what you really need to do. Your higher, tap into your higher self, spirit, meditate. So that might be like where you're feeling like that crossroads I had. So that's an interesting one. And then we had obsession. Obsession is what number is this? 3. Obsession. Reminds me of that cologne, obsession. Okay. Obsession. The moon phase is the waxing crescent, and stage is denial. There's something else that can replace my focus. Yeah, okay. All things lead to one. There's that, I was telling you that song, One is the Loneliest Number by 3 Dog Night. Check that song out. And then disappears into one, until only that one remains. We chase comets and mirrors and shadows. Sometimes we actually chase cats or myths. Obsession is a trick of our perception. Many become one, and that one bloats us to take everything else. It feels like it, wherever it is, an idea, person, an objective flavors our life and gives meaning to it. As all the light through a lens, it coverages a single point, and that point goes ablaze under the greatest fire. But it's truth more than enacting our life. It numbs our attention to the rest. It makes us feel more awake by hiding the rest of the world under a cloud of slumber. Obsession is a drug. In small doses, it whips. A big doses, it kills. If we drown inside an obsession, we should close our eyes. We don't die in the darkness. We just fall asleep, and then we can wake up more natural. Okay, so I'm thinking like this card, that if you get obsessed on one thing, an outcome, a person, a situation, even negative things like addictions, whatever, it's slowly going to kill you. It's going to take away who you authentically are deep down. So we have to be careful what do we get obsessed about. And sometimes it can start off as a good intention and then we get obsessed about it. So I think we need to go in and meditate. set clear goals, balance ourselves. That is weird that this card is in here somehow. I don't know why. I have to see what that is. And then we have Amber. My ancestors are guiding and loving me now and always. I am open to receive their support and wisdom. Yep, again, it's just like going in, listening to your intuition, tapping into your spirit, your ancestors for guidance and support. They're surrounding you and they're here to help. So there's that one. And you know what? I'm going to go ahead and read this. I don't know why this was in here, but there must be some message to somebody. The negative, it feels so cold in my heart when we're apart. So I'm thinking that this is like, it's weird that it's with this obsession and oneness. Like if you feel like you're alone and I don't think it's like a particular person. It could be like your spirit tribe. You need to be connected to your family. But I think it's like if you're blocking out spirit or your guides or your ancestors and you're trying to do this alone, that feels cold, like you're alone. It's dark. So you need to tap into that guidance, your support system, spirit, your ancestors, your angels. It's just this dark, it's a dark, cold place if you're trying to do it alone. And then the positives, I feel your warmth even from a distance. Yep. That's it. That message needed to come out. And that's the spirit telling you a little extra there. All right, should we do one more? Okay, we're going to do just one more round, and then we're going to be wrapping this up. Hope you guys are getting something out of this. Some guidance, something you need to focus on. All right, we have Temperance, but it came out upside down. So this is like you need to get some balance. Temperance is all about balance, but when it's upside down, is you have something out of balance. So, bottom line. And that makes sense with all these cards here. Black Cat. Fortune meets opportunity. Letting go. Is this me? Oh my God, this is going to be more perfectly ending. And a gate. Healthy body. Every little cell in my body is happy and healthy. All right. Well, I'm kind of already getting the sense of what this message is, but we're going to go ahead and read it. So we have upside down Temperance, which is out of balance, off balance. You need to gain your balance back. And then we have Black Cat. Let's go ahead and get this Black Cat. Black Cat. Come on, Black Cat. I have a Black Cat, actually. Let's put this up here. Come on, little kitty. Okay. Black Cat. Fortune meets opportunity. Sleek and black and lantern-eyed, crosses your path with a hiss. Good luck and fortune sweep by with a kiss. In traditional folklore, cats were said to have one foot in the world and one in the next. They were the conduit between the underworld and the world in fortune and opportunity. In the times of the Inquisition, the Middle Ages, cats were hunted because they were said to be allies of evil spirits, each as devils and witches. Black cats, black being associated with the darkest aspects of the supernatural, were especially singled out. Historians believe that unprecedented killing of the cats in the name of eradicating evil led to the unchecked increase in the rat population, which was responsible for the alarming rapid spread of the bubonic plague and the death of millions of people. These days in Germany, for example, a black cat passing one's path indicates impending misfortune. Yet in ancient Britain, they were considered good luck, and they were even given to brides on their wedding day. In Japan, to this day, they are considered very good luck, with bringers of fortune. Should the slinky-backed cat cross your path through this oracle, know that good fortune and luck will be meeting you promptly. Also know that your luck will be even luckier if you are prepared to take advantage of every special opportunity that comes your way. Yes. So, you have good luck, fortune coming to you. So that's good. Just get yourself balanced so you can get that good luck and fortune. Then we have letting go. Then we have, okay, I just want to make sure that went off. I had a pop-up come up. Then we have letting go. Letting go. Letting go. Come on, letting go. Let it go. Let it go. Okay. I'm thinking the Frozen song. There might be some lyrics in that too. So we have Linger by the Cranberries, One by Three Dog Night, and Let It Go by Adina Mendez. Interesting. What a combination. All right, letting go. What number was that again? Shit. I just fixed that card. 22. 22, letting go. This symbol comes to you to remind you that freedom is important to everyone. If you love something, set it free. Don't hold on too tight, lest you chase it away. You have the freedom at this time to choose whatever you want. Let others do the same. You will be happy you did. Miracles come when you let it go and allow the magic to happen on its own accord. Yes. Okay. Is this me? Number 4. Moon phase new, stage acceptance. I cannot recognize myself, but I'm still me. As I can't remember the road that led me here, how can I see the road ahead? This card is not about affirmation, but rather a question. Is this me? Can I recognize myself? Maybe yes, maybe no. But for sure, I lost the road I had once. The last time I stopped to really think about it, in my heart, I feel maybe like the high school girl that went to the prom, but truly I am now 45 and wait thrice. Okay, this is the book. I don't know what it's saying about her age and weight, but okay. It is not necessarily something negative as a dream lost or corrupted. I should see myself as love is the most important thing in my life, but actually I have a very well-paid job that makes me travel, and I sleep alone in hotel rooms. When did we last look at ourselves in a mirror? Did you like what you are? Make no excuses, because the choices which made what we are our responsibility. It's an old dream. If an old dream is dead, it's time to dream anew. It's a new dream is alive. It's time to get back to it. Okay, so this is just saying, like, we make our own, what our own life is. We see it how it is, and you have to, move forward on your dream, on your path, your authentic self. And then every little cell in my body is happy and healthy. This is just like a, just being happy. Believe, be grateful. So, this is really an interesting little pile here. So it's like something you have to let go of. You have to be true to yourself and live your own path. Be grateful. Practice healthy things in your life. Keep yourself nourished, nurtured. Because luck and good fortune are coming once you get this balance. You have to get something balanced. Spirit is saying, Spirit and your angel guides are saying let them in, because you're feeling lost if you're trying to do it on your own. You're trying to get your pentacles in order. You have your goals set ahead for stability. You're a child of the stars. You can have anything you want. There's limitless possibilities. Just summon in that magic. Connect with your spirit, cosmos, angels. Don't get obsessed about a particular goal or person, because it can be the downfall of you. Your ancestors are with you and guiding you. Tap into them and use their support. Be careful rushing forward. Make sure you have a target, like don't just shoot the arrow and run after it. Make sure it's hitting target. Because you're overcoming something. Your ashes. You're growing. Forward, move it ahead. Don't be mechanical. Have those feelings. Feel your feelings. Deal with them. Accept them. It's your time to shine. Like that ruby. For your emotional fulfillment and satisfaction. Make sure you take time to play. Have that childlike innocence. Have that feeling of belonging. You do belong here. You are important. You're not perfect. Even your shadows are of significance. You are a unique, important person. And no one's perfect. Again, with the balance, you need to balance everything out. Shadows and light, masculine and feminine. Let go of those burdensome thoughts, that negativity. Let it go. It's all in your head. You got to clear that. And start feeling that unconditional love, because love is the most important thing. Everybody wants it. It's the most important. Be loyal to yourself and your support system. If something has hurt you, don't be blinded by it. You have to experience those feelings. You can't push it down. You got to heal them. Because you are love. Well, thanks for being patient with me for this reading. I hope it resonated and could help you in any way. Have a great Monday. Take care. Bye.